What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from Jeremy Hambley. This is my new channel dedicated to my actual name, and you get 1 to 2 new videos a day, uncensored, and generally a little more spicy than on any of my other channels. I hope that you'll subscribe and turn notifications on. We are so close to reaching 100,000 subscribers this week alone, which is absolutely bonkers. I couldn't be more humbled and thankful for all of you. This channel is going to allow me to be a little bit more spicy, a little less of a fence sitter, and I hope that you enjoy that take and hope you'll enjoy this extra video every day. Now, Planet Fitness had already been in a bit of trouble for not knowing the difference between a biological man and a biological woman. There was a major kerfuffle or uproar last year when several Planet Fitnesses allowed biological men to be in the locker room with biological women. You know, the comfort of all the biological women meaning absolutely nothing compared to the comfort of one person with either some sort of fetish about making women feel uncomfortable or gender dysphoria, a mental illness. Now, a lot of that has gone by the wayside, but we have a video today of an entitled douchebag who works at Planet Fitness telling a American veteran, a soldier, that he's not allowed in that store. Now, the back story behind this is that the customer had a service animal. And now I want to point out, because I see a lot of this, there are a lot of people that abuse service animals. I have seen a lot of quote unquote service animals that certainly are not behaving like they're properly trained, or they're just some dumb broad who totally needs her teacup poodle to travel. I believe for soldiers, people with PTSD, having a service animal is perfectly fine. And we should allow it as a society. Everybody else, for the most part, I think is probably abusing the system. You know, if you're a blind person and you have a service animal, of course, I support that. Or if you're hard of seeing or hard of hearing, I don't know. If you have an actual genuine physical disability, fine. Now, in this particular case, though, we have an actual D-bag, like an actual D-bag. Now, I don't know why this isn't working, but let's fix this real quick. Doobie-doobie-doo. Look at that. It's fixed. Now, I wonder if this one's messed up now. Yeah, this one's messed up now. Well, I'll have to go back and figure this all out later. But for now, we'll just handle this. Now, what matters is Planet Fitness, yes, Planet Fitness generally admits service animals on the premises as federal and state laws like the ADA require them to provide access to people with disabilities. A service animal must remain under the handler's control, must be housebroken, and must not pose any direct threat to others. Planet Fitness aims to be an inclusive environment, so they allow service animals in the club and on the gym floor. Now, in general, again, I don't care I think service animals are abused by people, like having them, they don't really need them. But here we have someone claiming to be this veteran's mother. The man speaking / explaining is my 100% medically disabled veteran son. This happened 2 days ago in Shreveport, Louisiana. His service dog Daisy goes everywhere with him. No business can prohibit a disabled man's accompanied by their service animal from entering and conducting business. The Planet Fitness attendant was wholly ignorant to the American with Disabilities Act. Now here's the video.
This is a service animal. It's a registered service animal. I have a medical necessity to bring my dog with me.
My dog.
And you're telling me at Planet Fitness, their policy is that I can't have my service animal with me.
It's not a policy, just a gym rule.
It's not a policy, just a gym rule. Now, I'm telling you, I just showed you, it is not a gym rule, and it is not it is actually Planet Fitness's rule that you be allowed to have your service animal.
So whose rule? Your rule? Because I've had it at 50 other Planet Fitnesses, and you're the only one that told me I can't have my service animal with me. You keep shaking your head, but I don't know if you understand that you need to call somebody and ask them, because the law, like the Americans with Disabilities Act, says that you cannot not allow me to bring my dog with me. It's against the law for you to do that. Do you understand?
Nope.
Is there somebody you can call, or you can just, because you obviously don't know what you're doing right now. You're going to set yourself up for a lawsuit.
Now, I think the guy's being kind of confrontational, just to be totally honest with you. He's being a little disrespectful, but I don't know what happened before this video started filming.
We sold dogs in the gym.
According to who?
To me.
Yeah, but you don't own this Planet Fitness, and you don't make the rules.
We don't even have contact with the owner, so you just have to follow the rules of
Yeah, but the rule is based by the government that says you are not allowed to restrict a person with a service animal. Do you understand that?
We're not dealing with the government here.
We're not dealing with the government. Look, here's the reality. This guy probably doesn't know the law, and he's just letting his ego take over.
Everybody is required to follow the law, or your company will be sued. The law says this company is a public company. I have a membership. They have to allow people with service animals to enter the building and to access their facility. If they do not, then I can sue them because they are breaking the law. Does that make sense?
Staff member.
I know, and you need to call somebody else, or you need to stop telling me I can't have my service animal with me.
You have a nice day.
That kicked him out.
I'll take the lawsuit. You have a nice day.
I'll take the lawsuit. You could have a nice day.
So you're kicking me out of the Planet Fitness because I have my service animal. What's the location of this?
It's 5711 Erie Drive.
Okay. And there's nobody you can call.
Nobody on staff at the moment.
And
Again, a simple Google search says that Planet Fitness does allow them. In fact, if you go to your own website, it's right here. You can just pull up the website and see that they're allowed. This guy was just kind of digging in.
this is your policy at this location.
Policy is
A
No,
general
no.
rule.
But you're saying your company is telling you that you can't do this, and you're not acting on your own behalf.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
Yes, it does, because I want to sue the company.
Get out.
I want to sue the company,
Sue 'em.
not just
It's
you.
5711 Erie Drive. Get
No,
out.
no, but this is not your policy. This is your company policy. Is that what you're telling me?
I don't have a company. I'm a staffer.
But you
No
work for a
policy.
company.
They
You're
told
not
me.
an individual
There's no
just sitting up here.
Now, again, there are a lot of people who have service animal person fatigue, right? You see, I'm so tired of people feeling like they can bring their animals everywhere they go, stores, restaurant, public events, schools, malls, etc. Blind person, I get it. Take a dog to play catch, fine. But if you need a support animal just to go out in public, do the rest of us a favor and stay home. Your money is better spent on mental health. Look, we can argue the merit of a service animal, but I'm not going to ask a lot of questions when it's a disabled veteran or somebody who's blind or something like that. You know, the thing is, a lot of people, like, the problem is a lot of people spend $12 and they say, well, my animal's a service animal. They just buy a vest. You know, there's a lot of people that say, you know, businesses are allowed to ask two specific questions to determine if a dog is a service animal. Is the dog a service animal required because of a disability? What work or task has a dog been trained to perform? That's it. That's all you can ask. Now, you mean ex-employee service animal rights. Individuals with disabilities have the legal right to be accompanied by their service animals in all areas and public facilities. You see this? There's service dogs, there's emotional support dogs, which shouldn't exist, okay? And a therapy dog, which also shouldn't really exist. You know, service dogs here, though, need to be, you know, tolerate a wide variety of experiences, environmental. They're covered by the ADA, specifically trained to provide assistance to just one person. Again, emotional support and therapy dogs are not covered by the ADA. Okay, but service dogs are. And look, if you know, again, this is basically just an employee that is doing too much. They're just doing too much. What you need to do is just say, well, let me look it up on the website. Here you go. You know, according to AI search, a gym must allow them in. Again, I think people have mixed feelings here. And I think that I even have mixed feelings, but this guy's just kind of being a douchebag. And ultimately, I don't think you need to be kicking people out. The guy filming it seemed somewhat confrontational. He may have been looking for a lawsuit. I don't know that answer. But unfortunately, I mean, the reality is the dog's a service animal. He should be allowed in there. That's just the rules. Do I think too many people pretend they have service animals? Yes. But in this case, what I've found, or what I've been able to find, is this is an actual service animal for an actual veteran. And you know what? Since it's Planet Fitness, and Planet Fitness doesn't seem to care if men go in women's rooms, I'm a lot less inclined to kind of give them the benefit of the doubt here. And this dude's going to end up getting his company sued. I hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to your comments in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe and turn notifications on. Remember, this is a second channel. We'll talk to you again real soon. No, it's not like it was like, oh, I ate a fish and I didn't know this particular fish. I couldn't eat this particular fish on Thursdays. You knew what you were doing. And the fact that you were a aspiring law student makes it even worse. I don't care how big your bobs and vagine are. Big? That's not probably a good thing. Anyway, absolute F around and find out moment. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below. We'll talk to you again real soon.